good? It's Jordan. Today I'll be talking to you about how you can put your past behind you. Understand that you have to assess the situation that you're going through. You may be going through childhood trauma. You may be going through deep-rooted issues and insecurities, wanting to be like somebody else, not understanding yourself, not understanding the gifts that the Most High have gave you. You may want to change your appearance. You may want to follow in someone else's footsteps that you see in the media, in the world. Maybe a friend, a family, associate. You may have generational curses that you have to battle and go through due to the fact of the matter of generations above you not doing the right thing and walking in a path that is evil. Maybe have been playing with occultist practices, other witchcraft, and things that are not pleasing to the Most High. You may deal with the pressures of society and wanting to fit in, and you may be dealing with just not understanding who the Most High is on a deeper perspective, on a deeper level, and trying to please yourself, your desires, your needs and wants. All these different situations happen in this world day to day throughout many different individuals and many different situations. But we have to understand that the past that you had was just a memory, and it was a lesson for you to move forward. Understand that it's going to be hard in this world, in this life, to get through certain things, to get through certain situations, but this life isn't easy. The Most High wants us to rely on Him, to walk with Him in the faith, and know that we can lean on Him for understanding. We can't walk by ourselves and think we have it all figured out and have it all sorted out. We don't. We will never have it all figured out, even if we try. We may go to people and ask them for solutions, may go to people and try to understand their advice and their direction that they have for their own life, but someone else's life isn't the same as yours. Sometimes you may try to take advice from somebody who is just giving advice and trying to help, but you have to understand that that advice that person gives you may not work in your own life. That's what makes all of us different. And most times, the situations that you're placed in your life is for you to seek the Most High, to walk with the Most High, and to have your personal relationship with the Most High. Everyone isn't going to have the same relationship with the Most High. Everyone is going to have a different relationship. And that's what makes the Most High special, because everyone who seeks the Most High and has a relationship with Him will get different results. We see this time and time again, that if you work with the Most High and someone else works with the Most High works with us differently. Everyone has a different relationship with the Most High. So don't expect to get the same results as somebody else. And that person who's expecting to get the same results as you, don't expect it either, because we're all different in our own way, and that's what makes us unique in this day and age. Understand that we must seek repentance, ask God for forgiveness, walk with God, show Him that we're worthy to be in His presence, show Him that He can work in our lives. Sometimes we try to go with things on our own without even looking at the deeper perspective. How is the Most High supposed to trust us if we don't trust ourselves? If we don't walk in His faith? If we don't follow Him, His statutes and commandments and His laws? We must follow Him, follow His direction, and I'm sure that He will put your past behind you. But if we don't do these things could torment us for eternity, and these things can affect us day to day in our lives. Many times you have people still being affected by their past, and the reason why they're still being affected by their past is because they ultimately think they're powerful and that they have control over their situation and have control over their lives. But time and time again, we see that isn't true due to the situations that are still being tormented in your life. Sometimes it gets so bad that people have to turn to abusive drugs, alcohol, other addictions, other vices, and these things that are tormenting these individuals. They have to understand that you can't work things on your own. You can't do it all on your own. And sometimes we're all ignorant and we think that we know everything and we think that we're above God. And when we're in those thoughts and we think we're above God and we're walking in the direction that we must take power and control of our own lives, we will fall. When we're prideful, arrogant, and we think we know it all and almighty and all powerful, Most High will show us time and time again that we're not, and could even place us in a worse situation to even show us that He controls everything and we don't control everything. It's best that we open our hearts to the Most High and not be prideful, because pride will ruin our lives. Everyone has been prideful once upon a time, even myself, but what I came to understand and what I came to know is that being prideful, being arrogant, being boastful, and just thinking that you can do things on your own and you have control will never work. It never worked for me. My life started going in a different direction when I pursued the Most High, followed the Most High in His stature and commandments, and started walking with faith and not by sight. I'm saying that if I can do it, you can do it too. We all have the ability to fight temptation, because temptation will still try to destroy us on a day-to-day, but how we flee from temptation and how we walk towards the Most High and He walks with us can lead us from our problems from the past. It can show us that we can still walk by faith and not by sight and be approved of the Most High in His eyes. Understand, the circle that you decide to be around could hinder you as well. You'll try to change your life, you'll try to change your decisions, you'll try to change what you used to do. But if you still hang around the same people that were there when you were living that life, the worldly life, it will hinder your progress. Every time you try to do something different and move on, they'll bring up your past. They won't look at you for who you are now. They'll look at you for what you've done in the past, because the past is more familiar to them. It may not be familiar to you anymore, and you may want to change your way and change your direction, but they make you feel that the direction that you're leading to isn't a positive direction. They may chastise you on a different level due to the fact of you elevating, due to the fact of you trying to make a change in your life. So what do you want to do for yourself? Do you want to still be around the same influence, or do you want to be around a different influence that can potentially save your life in a positive way? Know that this is life, this is the world we live in, and if we're called to the Most High and others aren't, that we have to move on and move forward. We cannot be in relationships that place us in a position of compromise. The Most High doesn't call us to compromise our principles and our values to please others in the world. What we must do is be under the leadership and the guidance of the Most High, and that will help us prevail. I'm a strong believer that what we do in this life will help us prevail in a positive direction leading towards the Most High. The Most High will guide us and strengthen us and refuel us. Relationships that are outside of God's laws, statutes, and commandments must be removed. The enemy may try to compromise us on a day-to-day basis, but if we lean on the Most High's understanding, we can flee from the enemy and his evil that tries to direct us off the path of righteousness. Know that moving forward and moving on from your past life and what you used to do can help you and lead you into a right direction. Temptation is always going to be there. Temptation will try to destroy you from time to time, especially if you're walking in a path that is pleasing towards the Most High, especially if you're following His laws, statutes, and commandments. It's funny that when you follow the Most High, temptation and all these wicked things try to destroy you in the process of following Him. But when you're living in wickedness and evil, it doesn't bother you because the enemy knows that he has you. But when the enemy knows that he doesn't have you, he tries all deceptive practices to try to destroy you. Everything evil that tries to stop you from in your process, from moving in the right direction, and from moving forward. When the Most High is working with you, the enemy will try to seek and destroy you. But when the enemy has you, he'll let you run around and run amok and then laugh at you at the end. So we must understand that our past can be placed behind us if we decide to walk in the righteous path. But for the most part, if we choose to lean on our own understanding, if we choose to just walk in our own direction that we don't even know in this world, we will not be placed in the right direction to move forward and to move on in our lives. Ultimately, the goal is to move forward, elevate, and move on through the Most High, seeking Him, following Him, and asking for His guidance on a day-to-day basis. But if we don't show that we are approved by the Most High, seeing our actions in this world and seeing how we're walking with Him, then we'll still be placed in bondage on a day-to-day basis. I want to thank you guys for watching today. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.